Hey guys, it's Rusty from Kubota Tractor the Tri-State, located here in Florence, Kentucky and Augusta, Kentucky. And today we're going to be doing a quick overview of the Kubota KX057-5. So Kubota has had the KX57 in the lineup for quite a while now. It was just previously the Dash 4. They just updated it to the Dash 5, and obviously there's a few changes with that we will go over here in a minute. But first we're going to talk about the excavator lineup as a whole. So Kubota's U series stands for zero tail swing or minimal tail swing, but the KX series like we have here, those are going to be counterweighted excavators. So what that means is when you're hanging off the side of the tracks, you're going to have more weight in the rear, so you're going to have more stability and able to pick up some more weight. So that's really nice to have either option with the U or the KX series. So now to move on to the specs of this machine. So this is going to be about a 12,500 pound machine with the front blade, which this one is an angle blade, is going to be 6.5 feet wide. Digging depth is going to be 12.9 feet, and its reach is going to be about 20 feet. So it's a very substantial machine if you can't tell. It's pretty big. Another key feature about this is this KX57 comes standard with 2 remotes. So when you have a hydraulic thumb or something else hydraulically attached, you don't have to worry about diverter valves, unhooking lines here and there. It's all ran off of 2 separate remotes, so you don't have to unhook anything. You can hook right up to your attachments, which is nice. So now moving on to the tracks. These tracks are going to be just like any other Kubota excavator or even skid steer. These are going to be grease tension. So behind this little plate right here, you can pull that off and there's going to be a grease zerk, and you can drain it or fill it to tighten the tracks. And moving up here to the bucket pins. So this bucket currently has a quick coupler on it, which I don't know if you can tell that or not. A lot of our competitors will have the quick coupler separated from the pins and the mounting brackets here, but Kubota's quick coupler and buckets and thumb, they all sit directly in line with these pins. So what that's going to do is it's going to keep that breakout force accurate. Obviously, you're going to have the full amount of the breakout force as compared to your quick coupler sitting farther away from those pins. You're going to lose some power there. So now moving on to the interior of this cab. One of Kubota's key features on the excavators and their skid steer lineup is going to be the sliding glass door, which especially in the SVLs, Kubota's kind of famous for. So it's nice that you can just slide this up out of the way, have plenty of room. You can help see visibility and talk to your crew out there on a job site. And another key feature of this is it's going to have a glass cutout on the roof. So this has a 13.8 foot dump height. So when you're dumping into a side of a truck or something along those lines, you're going to be able to see the top of that bucket and see where you're dumping. It's going to help safety and obviously not tear nothing up. But one of the biggest changes from the Dash 4 to the Dash 5 is going to be this screen. And I'll have Riley come over here and explain that a little more. So now moving on to the screen. Like I said, this is going to be one of the biggest changes they had. This is a really nice and useful display. So one of the features it has is you can actually check your maintenance logs. So as you can see how many hours you have remaining to your next maintenance, oil change, hydraulic change, filters, pretty well whatever you can imagine. It's going to have the full remaining time as well as when the next check should be. Another feature is going to be a log record. So this is really helpful for rental yards or just people who are wanting to see who's been using this machine and for how long. You can see what date and how many hours it was used. So that can help you for billing on rental yards or things like that. And the messages, this one I really love. So if you have a message pop up that you don't know what it means, you can just click on it and it will go there and explain what that means real quick. The auxiliary settings, you can select what mode you're in, and you can also select the flow rate down to a decimal with the volume setting on there as well. And then there are various settings that you can see through here. And another new feature is going to be this keypad down here. It's going to be tactile and rubberized, so it's going to be a really nice touch, as well as dial wheel to control that screen. But the other controls are going to be the 2-speed under the dozer blade, as well as the articulating boom. But I think that screen that Kubota added, that was pretty well a necessity on modern machines, and it gives you a lot of useful information. So now moving on to the rear, this machine is going to be another noticeable difference, and that's going to be that Kubota brought the black off of the counterweight up into the bonnet of this unit, as well as some more on the sides. I think that made the looks just a little bit better. They also added this rear view camera right at the back, so it's going to help for great visibility when you're backing up in a convenient location. When you open up the bonnet here, it's going to have a nice dampener to keep this open. And just like all of the rest of Kubota's tractors, zero turns, and construction lineup, maintenance access is going to be super nice. All at the front, really easy to get to. Kubota's been great about that for a really long time, and this is no different. Now moving on to the hydraulic stack. Same thing over here. All your air filters, even your full hydraulic stack is in view, which is going to be really nice for if you're in the field and something does go wrong or you break something, you can see all this clear as day. If it's new to you, it looks like a lot going on, but I promise this is what you want. You want to be able to see all this stuff, as well as all of the cooling systems are over here and easy to access. Obviously, this whole side panel pops up, so you can pretty well see and get to everything you're going to need to. All right, guys, so that's going to do it on this quick KX57-5 overview. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments or call us. Like I said, we're located in Florence or Augusta, Kentucky. And yeah, we're full parts, service, delivery, warranty dealers. So feel free to give us a call and we'd be happy to help you guys. But until next time, I'll see you.